Bueno, amigos, yo estoy feliz porque el día de hoy les voy a contar una historia de una persona, un empresario que tuvo un sueño por más de 40 años en su corazón y finalmente lo cumplió. Jesús, how are you? How are you doing?
Very good, Vanessa. So happy to have you here.
Oh my God, thank you. We are so happy to see this dream that is true now. And tell us a little bit about how your dream came true and when do you start it?
Well, I started about 20 years ago with my first restaurant in Connecticut, and then finally I'm able to return home to my grassroots where I was born here in Ybor City. And to be able to open the restaurant in Tampa has been a dream that I had since I was in high school there. And at Hillsborough Community College in the Ybor campus, hoping to open a sandwich shop in the late 80s.
My God, I am so happy to see that because, friends, in Connecticut, he got a recognition from the President of the United States for being, one of the best restaurants in this kind of food, Cuban food. Well, so what do we have? What do we have here? What kind of food?
Well, traditional Cuban food, recipes from the time of my great-grandparents who came over. So recipes are over 125 years old. We have the original style of Cuban sandwich. My great-grandfather, Santiago Gonzalez, he was a maestro panadero in La Segunda Central Bakery there in Ybor City. And he baked Cuban bread from the early 1900s till he passed in his 80s, which was in the mid-1940s. And we have lechon asado, the Cuban roast pork, made with our own natural mojo, all natural, low in sodium, garlic, onion, citrus vinegar, all coming together to marinate and give the lechon, the Cuban roast pork, that very special Cuban flavor. We have the black beans, the white rice, we have picadillo, we have ropa vieja. We even have what has become like a cult following, the oxtail, el rabo encendido. And one of the favorites, of course, is the Cuban sandwich. But even one of the, some things that it's hard to find in some of the Tampa restaurants, one of the old Ybor City dishes, which is the crab enchilada. The crab enchilada was one of these dishes that our ancestors used to make. They'd go blue crabbing there in Tampa Bay, catch the crabs and boil them and cook them in a rich tomato broth with peppers and onions and garlic. And they, prepare these. This would be a summertime dish, but we have this here in our restaurant every single day.
God, how amazing! How amazing is that? And you are centrally located, right? Give us the address so they can just.
For sure, yeah. We're located at 6428 North Florida Avenue. We're in Seminole Heights, right in the heart of Seminole Heights.
Well, let's go try the delicious food and then we'll keep talking because when you come here, the smell is just amazing. It's just, I guess, being home. Being home with your grandmother from Cuba.
Bueno, les voy a contar. Antes del almuerzo probé las empanadas y probé el sándwich cubano. Delicioso. El sándwich cubano especialmente me encantó. Yo llevo como 12 o 13 años siendo uno de los jueces del Cuban Sandwich Festival y excelente. Ese sándwich cubano debería estar en el próximo festival porque es excelente de verdad. La ropa vieja, los platanitos bien suaves, bien dulces, los frijoles negros. Mima, no te pongas celosa, pero estos frijoles negros están bien buenos. Esos son los frijoles negros parecidos a los de mi mamá. Bueno, déjame darle crédito a mi mamá, de verdad, pero para que no se ponga brava. Pero no, excelente, definitivamente los invito a venir aquí a Sol de Cuba.
Estoy enamorada de la comida de este lugar, he venido por primera vez, comida cubana auténtica, me encanta el lugar, te muestra una historia de Cuba de la cual nosotros los cubanos no tenemos mucha información, toda la historia de Ybor City, todo lo que pasó con la historia de nuestros cubanos que vinieron primero, la comida es auténtica, frijoles riquísimos, se los recomiendo a todo el mundo, estoy enamorada de este lugar, Sol de Cuba.
Esta es mi primera experiencia con Sol de Cuba y déjenme decirle algo absolutamente espectacular. Yo que soy peruana me encanta lo picante. Esta salsa está hecha aquí por los mismos dueños y es delicioso. Lo puedes poner en el arroz, en la ensalada, en el pescado, en la ropa vieja. Y el honey mojo, I can't wait. Con esto voy a probarlo para ponerlo en el pot simmer a ver cómo queda. El dueño me dijo que esto lo podemos hacer con una sazón. I can't wait to try it. Pero este está ganando hasta ahorita. Gracias.
Karaoke night, Wednesday nights. Full liquor bar. What gets better than that? Plus, this is a little bit of Cuba in Tampa. When you come here, Jesus, I feel like at home. I feel like the atmosphere is so friendly.
Thank you. I'm just telling the story of my family's history. You know, I was born in Ybor City. My father, my parents were born in Ybor City. Even my grandmother, she was the youngest of her siblings, and she was born in Ybor City. All of her older siblings were born in Guanabacoa, Cuba. Wow. And my great-grandparents are from Guanabacoa, Cuba. So in the restaurant, we're telling the story of that history, this rich history of Ybor City, and we're doing it through not just the food, but the art and the music and the sounds, the aromas that you experience when you walk in the door. Wow. And their history in Ybor was really important. It's even celebrated in Cuba, the history of the tabaqueros that worked in the cigar factories here in Tampa. My great-grandfather, he baked Cuban bread in Ybor City from 1900s into the 1940s at the famous La Segunda Central Bakery. And my bisabuela, Beatriz, she was so well known for sharing with community. She would cook huge meals every single day, and her kitchen was open to the whole, all the people in the street.
I think we received that blessing of your bisabuela here. Because you come here and you just feel the spirit. You know, it's incredible. And all those pictures, Jesus, where do you get all those pictures?
These were most of the pictures were left by my abuela. You know, she gave them to us. It was an inheritance to all of me and my cousins. And this mural is the one that people are coming from all over to see. This was one of its kind. It's the Society Martin Maceo. It was 1944, and it was a place where Black America and Black Cuba came together, because during that time, when the Jim Crow laws was in effect, the Black Cubans and the white Cubans couldn't be in public spaces together. It was illegal. And this was a space where Black America and Black Cuba came together. Oh, wow. And we honor their history, and the society is celebrating 124 years this year.
Really?
Yes.
Ole!
Yeah.
Un lugar con tradición, amigos. Hemos visto un lugar que trasciende en la historia. Aquí también puedes hacer tu evento privado, catering, pedir online. Los invito a que prueben la riquísima comida del Sol de Cuba.